The mystery of the Sunken City. Marked by dense forests and majestic mountain ridges, the remote region north of the large city seemed ordinary and unremarkable. But for a young traveler named Oleksii, this land was shrouded in mystery and promised something extraordinary. Oleksii, who had been fascinated by adventure since childhood, always dreamed of finding something that would change his life. After the death of his grandfather, a renowned archaeologist, he stumbled upon an old worn map indicating a place called the Sunken City. The maps Oleksii inherited were ancient and remarkably detailed. They depicted the outline of a city that, according to legends, had vanished from the face of the earth thousands of years ago. Rumors of its treasures and unknown knowledge had driven explorers and adventurers to try and uncover its secrets, but no one had returned with answers. Oleksii was determined to prove that the myth of the sunken city could become a reality. The preparation for the journey was meticulous. Oleksii gathered everything necessary for a successful expedition: a reliable backpack, compass, metal detector, survival gear, and notes with technical and archaeological records from his grandfather. He set off, bidding farewell to family and friends, and headed north. The journey through the forest was arduous. Each day, Oleksii navigated through impenetrable thickets, pushed through dense trees, and traversed rugged terrain. The forest felt alive, mysterious, and enigmatic. At night, under the sounds of the forest creatures' chorus and rustling, Oleksii often wondered if he should turn back. But his determination and thirst for adventure kept pulling him forward. After several weeks of hard travel, Oleksii came across an ancient bridge, covered in moss and weathered by time, spanning a narrow river. The bridge seemed untouched by the hand of time. With his first step onto it, he felt the bridge creak under his weight but maintain its stability. Crossing the bridge, he found himself in an area where ruins appeared to be emerging from beneath layers of nature. The remnants of walls, with large stone blocks that once formed buildings, were covered in thick moss and grapevines. Oleksii meticulously explored these ruins, searching for any clues that might point to the location of the hidden city. After several hours of excavation and exploration, he came across enormous stone doors adorned with carved symbols that appeared unknown and incomprehensible. Oleksii recalled his grandmother, who had studied ancient languages and scripts. He decided to try deciphering the symbols using the knowledge he had inherited from his grandfather. After several attempts and mistakes, the symbols began to make sense. Using his notes and knowledge of ancient languages, Oleksii managed to find the correspondence, and eventually, the doors quietly opened. Behind the doors, Oleksii found a vast hall illuminated by soft light streaming through an open roof. The ceilings were adorned with lavish frescoes, and the walls were filled with golden statues that seemed alive. Among the numerous artifacts and treasures, Oleksii came across the most unusual find: a large crystal globe. It emitted a soft light and rotated on its own, as if guided by an unknown force. This globe was not just a decorative item. As it turned out, it was an orientation mechanism that showed significant locations on the globe and could even point to places that few knew about. The globe was part of a system that allowed tracking journeys and indicating the most important points on a map. Oleksii happily brought the globe back home and shared his findings with the scientific community. Thanks to his discoveries, the sunken city became known not only as a historical mystery but also as a symbol of human determination and the quest for knowledge. The traveler received recognition for his discovery, and his adventure stories inspired many other researchers. Yet, despite the fame and achievements, Oleksii always remembered his adventures, dreaming of new travels. For him, every journey was not just a search for treasures but also a discovery of a part of himself, expanding his horizons and opening new possibilities for self-discovery. The new wind of adventure. After Oleksii returned from the sunken city, his life changed. He became famous in scientific circles, and his discoveries were widely recognized. However, the traveler could not settle down. His soul was filled with a thirst for new adventures and discoveries. One day, while he was in his office reviewing ancient documents, an unexpected package arrived. Inside the box was another old map, but this one was significantly newer and seemed to be part of a puzzle. It pointed to a new location that, it appeared, could be connected to the sunken city. The map showed a location south of his previous discovery, in the unexplored jungles of South America. Oleksii knew this was an invitation for a new journey. Gathering a team of top experts and friends, botanist Sophia, historian Artem, and experienced guide Raphael, he set off on a new expedition. Their goal: to decipher the mysteries of the new map and discover what else the world might be hiding. The journey through the jungle was as challenging as the previous one. The warm sun filtered through the dense foliage, and life was teeming around them. Vibrant birds, unfamiliar plants, and noisy rivers. The group faced many difficulties: impenetrable underbrush, tropical rains, and hidden dangers. But through their efforts and mutual support, the team managed to overcome all obstacles. One day, during an excavation in an ancient temple, Oleksiy stumbled upon a hidden chamber concealed behind a massive stone wall. Inside the chamber, he found a series of ancient mechanisms and notes explaining the mysteries of an ancient civilization. The inscriptions on the walls pointed to a grand archive of knowledge collected by their predecessors. Oleksiy and his team discovered records about a great library that supposedly contained priceless knowledge on ancient technologies, magical practices, and methods of natural healing. This library, it turned out, was located deep underground, in a labyrinth of caves stretching beneath the jungle. By deciphering ancient notes and using knowledge from the globe of the Sunken City, the team was able to find the entrance to the library. It was filled with unparalleled treasures of knowledge: manuscripts, artifacts, mysterious mechanisms, and writings revealing secrets of natural forces and history that even modern scientists had not suspected. Oleksiy and his team spent several months in the library, studying its treasures and making significant discoveries. They found recipes for creating medicines that could cure diseases previously thought incurable, as well as technologies that could transform the way research was conducted and improve people's lives. Returning home, Oleksiy and his team shared their findings with the scientific world, sparking a new boom in scientific and medical research. The library of the ancient civilization became a source of inspiration and knowledge for new generations of scientists and researchers. Despite his successes and fame, Oleksiy remained true to his true love: adventures. His life was filled with new travels and explorations, and each new day brought him new challenges and opportunities for self-discovery. He continued to explore the world, believing that each journey unveils new horizons and helps solve another mystery of the vast universe. The path to the celestial secret. After the successful return from South America and the discovery of the ancient library, Oleksiy became world-renowned. However, his thirst for new knowledge and adventures did not diminish. One day, while reviewing ancient texts, Oleksiy came across a small fragment of a manuscript that intrigued him with its mystery. The text on the perfectly preserved paper mentioned the celestial secret, an unknown artifact supposedly left by another ancient civilization that had achieved an incredible level of advancement. This artifact, according to legend, had the ability not only to reveal new horizons in space but also to grant access to knowledge about the universe that was previously inaccessible. Oleksiy decided that this could be his most significant journey yet. Along with his team, Sophia, Artem, and Raphael, he embarked on a new expedition. This time, their destination was the remote mountains of Tibet, where, according to the manuscript, a mysterious observatory was located. The journey through the mountain ranges was even more challenging. Snow, strong winds, and high altitude made the expedition extremely difficult. Yet the team pressed on. They studied maps, searched for clues in ancient texts, and overcame every obstacle. After months of hard work and battling the elements, the team finally discovered the observatory hidden among immense rocks. The structure appeared as an ancient temple, covered in snow and ice. The entrance to the observatory was concealed by large stone doors adorned with astronomical engravings. Inside the observatory, the team found a complex array of mechanisms and devices. It was a place where ancient astronomers had observed the stars and studied celestial phenomena. Among the many artifacts, Oleksiy found a unique device that appeared to be the celestial secret. It was a complex mechanism resembling a vast astronomical clock, which, it was assumed, could track stars and planets with extraordinary precision. However, the device was not simple. It required a special key for activation, which was located in another part of the observatory. The key was a crystal disc with intricate engravings that matched the designs on the observatory's doors. Oleksiy and his team spent a long time deciphering the mechanism and eventually succeeded in activating it. When the celestial secret was activated, the device began to emit a soft light that projected images of stars and planets onto the observatory ceiling. It was like a map of the universe, but with additional information about unknown worlds and galaxies. Oleksiy realized that this was not just an astronomical device but a technology for interstellar travel. The team spent weeks studying the device and exploring the information it provided. It turned out that the celestial secret could be used to create a map for traveling to distant parts of space that were previously unreachable by humanity. It also contained knowledge about technologies that could enable travel across incredible distances using new forms of energy. Oleksiy returned home with new knowledge and plans for the future. He initiated a project to study and develop the technologies discovered through the celestial secret. This project attracted international attention and inspired a new generation of scientists and researchers to create new technologies that could change the world. At the same time, Oleksiy continued to dream of new adventures. He knew that the universe was a vast, unexplored territory and that every journey brought new challenges and opportunities. His next goal was to unravel the mysteries of other worlds and planets that had previously seemed unreachable. Believing that the universe was full of unknown wonders, Oleksiy remained ready for any adventures that might come his way.